everyone, my name is Clarice. Welcome back to the Money Talk series. Today I'm here with Ore, Esther, and one of the guests we had on our previous show, Christiana, Tiana for short. Well, I know that there's this feeling we all get whenever we make, let's say, a decision when we buy things. We're either satisfied or not happy about the decisions we make. So today, the topic for the day is buyer's remorse. I repeat, buyer's remorse. So today, I'll be asking them what or maybe their experience on their buyer's remorse that they've had at any point in their life. So first of all, I'll go with Esther. Tell me one of the buyer's remorse you had. I'm sure you're a very big victim. I know that one for a fact. So please give us.
Anyway, she's saying I'm a victim because I love shoes, which means that I buy shoes on impulse. I'm very strict when it comes to budget. However, all that strictness goes into the bin the moment I see a fine shoe, which means that I can have a red shoe and still go for a red shoe.
Yes.
And of course, that is impulse spending is one of the leading causes for buyer's remorse.
Yes.
So eventually, I get home and I have time to go over my decision, and the buyer's remorse sets in. But buyer's remorse is not how do I say it? It's not a common occurrence for me. Reason being that whatever I'm buying on impulse, which 90% of the time is a shoe, is something that I can always walk my mind through. So I'm seeing my accounts, I'm not smiling. But the moment my eyes turns to that shoe, especially if it is a red shoe, there is joy in my heart again.
Because it is a red shoe.
Yeah, because yes. However, there have also been other cases of buyer's remorse, and for me, one of the ways that I've learned to deal with it is to stick to my budget. Of course, it does not always work. There are legitimate reasons to go outside of your budget, but I find that a very useful way to keep buyer's remorse at bay.
Thank you. Alright, what's up?
Well,
Seems like you're lost.
no, not at
Please, you
all.
must talk. We can
Yeah,
hear you.
not at all. For me, I think when it comes to like spending,
Okay.
I'm very, very cautious about it. Like before one naira comes out of me, before I even purchase any item, or let me say before I am commit to anything that has to do with me spending,
Okay.
it takes a lot of decision. It takes a lot of it takes a lot of back and forth. Like I have to think about it. Okay, if I spend this money, how much is left? I'm always like after what is left at the end of the day. So I know that okay, I can still survive for a period of time after spending that kind of money, especially when it has to do with large volume. It takes a lot. Down to even buy a recharge card.
Wow.
I'm serious. For now, before I buy data on my phone, let me just use that for example.
Okay.
Before I buy data on my phone, MTN would have sent me notification that is remaining maybe 50 MB before I enter my MTN app to buy that data. Not that I don't have money to purchase that data at that point in time, but it's just me, just that's been my personality that I take it to the last minute, that is to the point of need before I make any commitments in purchasing any item. And that applies to every other thing that concerns my finance also, down to anything.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay, Tiana.
Okay, so for me, as regards this topic, well, it's a very dicey one. Reason being that everyone, falls into in our everyday activity. So, what I do to keep myself in check is that I have a budget. I'm accountable to somebody. So that when I'm tempted to overshoot my budget, I just have somebody call me to order. I have a friend, it could be a friend, it could be a mentor, somebody. I have a budget and I have a way I watch it. So there's something I noticed now that I checked through my statements, and I noticed I've been buying data a lot. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it became an habit, but somehow. And the funny thing is, yes, when I'm buying it, I'm happy about it because I derive joy buying it. I mean, I'm catching up with my shows and every other thing that I need to, watch online. But then I'm seeing that I'm overshooting my budget.
Okay.
I'm spending a lot.
Okay.
And that's where the remorse comes in.
Okay.
I'm telling myself, you're not being smart about the money you're spending right now. You're not doing something that is valuable. What are you spending? What is this thing adding to you? So that's where the remorse is coming in.
Okay, can I cut you short?
Okay.
Now, are you trying to say that, because I know most of the times a lot of us maybe go on Instagram or Twitter and then we watch videos and all that, knowing fully well that we're already addicted to these things. So how then do you handle those type of things? Because right now you're actually saying that there's a remorse that comes with it, but you still go back to it.
Okay, so I'm not saying that I said I checked through.
Okay.
So now what I want to do now is I'm going to watch my budget.
Okay.
I'm going to have a budget and do not overshoot that budget. That is, I'm going to tell myself that this is what I'm going to be spending when it comes to data.
Okay.
And I'm going to put a strict measure to it and make sure that somebody follows through it, that I am adhering to that spending, that I'm not overshooting the budget. So I think that that's the way I'm going to discipline myself.
Okay.
Then that's what I just plan to do, to be able to
Okay, can I say
avoid
my
that.
own buyer's remorse? I think I'm also a very big victim, because there are times when I just go to the market. I'm fond of I would actually like write the list of things I want to get in the market, and then I just see a very fine shoe, or I see a fine head wrap, or I see something sharp beautiful, and guess what? I'll buy it when I get home and I look at my bank account. You know, the funny thing is I look at my account and I'm amazed. Because
You're amazed by
How much is
by your interest.
yeah, because why? Like, why did I have to do that to myself? And guess what? It now brings me down to cutting my, like, let's say now if I'm someone that eats like 1 5 in the morning, I start cutting it to 1,000 or 800, because you see, I now, because I have to pay for what I actually did.
Yeah.
Knowing fully well that I should have done the things in the right way. So to be very honest, on my own part, I'll say I don't know how to change, because sometimes I try to put that into consideration, but I don't know. If you guys can give me an advice on how best can we go out of this whole buyer's remorse thing, or impulsive buying, or impulse buying.
Well, I think the problem with buyer's remorse is that buyer's remorse is the feeling, it is the after feeling. The problem itself is not the remorse. The problem is impulse buying,
Yeah.
unplanned buying. So the remorse is just like a, how do I say it, an outworking of a decision that you made. So the best way is what we all mentioned that we currently do, sticking to your budget.
Yeah.
So, and another way would be to give yourself give yourself freedom. Like, just what I'm saying is, whenever you're sticking to your budget, have extra money. Have
very important.
freedom money. Yeah, this money I just want to freely spend it
Flex.
on whatever my heart
Yes,
desires.
they call it vex money.
That's money, yeah, in the market. So just have that kind of money. And I also think that don't allow sellers to pressure you.
Yeah,
Many
very
times
important.
when I have buyer's remorse on things that are not shoes, because you don't have to pressure me to buy shoe, I would willingly buy. But when it is not shoe, I find out that most of those times it is actually the buyer. I don't want to disappoint. I had negotiated too much. I just don't want a bad feeling. So don't allow the buyer to pressure you
Or
into
woo you
buying.
into getting it.
Yeah, it's woo you to get
Okay.
it.
Any word from you? Alright.
Mr. Hacks, you actually like highlighted and everything. Then it's just about how you create your budget, like have a budget. And one thing I know for sure is that just like how you want to have a fixed money, before having your fixed money, when you as you get your income, there should be a way you cut, like you table, like there's a way, I think in economics there's something like scale of preference.
Yes.
So you table everything based on how you
Needs before you want.
exactly. So if you have that in place, I think you'll be able to like curtail every of your impulse buying and spending.
Okay. Thank you guys for this.
Yeah.
Today it's a wrap on the Money Talk series. I hope that we actually enlightened you on how best you can actually make proper plan with your money and your budget. So see you guys next Thursday. We hope to see your comments on our comment section below. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.